everyone, Chris and Marina here, and it is a very hot and humid April 1st, and you know what that means, Southern California. Amusement parks are now open!
Yeah.
Woo!
You can hear the roller coasters in the background.
Yes! So we are here in Santa Clarita at Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is the first of the Southern California amusement parks to open.
Super excited. It's going to be open for limited hours. And you do have to have a reservation to get in. And today and tomorrow, being Thursday and Friday, are open only for season pass holders. And then it opens to the general public on Saturday. But so far, it's nice just to be in the park and see all these rides up and running. So we're pretty excited to see how today goes.
So, you ready?
I am absolutely ready.
Are you ready? I hope you are, because we are inviting you to join us on this episode of
The Walker Chronicles.
Our first stop of the day is going to be at the Flash Pass, where we will pick up our front of the line passes, and not sure what's really open today and what's closed, but we'll be able to find that out shortly, and we'll share with you which ride we chose to use our front of the line pass with. All right, and here we have the locker rentals, and although they are open today, I did confirm that it doesn't seem like anyone is actually using the lockers, at least not while we're here. But if you do want to store your property and your items safely, the lockers are available for use. And here is what it'll cost you to store your belongings for the day. So if you are in need of a stroller or wheelchair, the rental location is open. So please feel free to visit if you are in need.
All right, so we just got in the park and we went over to the Flash Pass area to exchange our Diamond season passes to get our front of the line pass. The weird part is there's a big line to get into the area, and there's two sets of windows. Both of them were open when I got in line, but they ended up shutting down one section. They just said they were shutting it down. It was open for a few hours, shutting it down. It just seems odd. On opening day, you got a huge line of people waiting to do this, that we've been in the park for more than an hour yet, and we haven't left the main area yet. So I don't know, it just could have been handled better. I don't know why you'd shut something down when there's a giant line. So we'll see. Hopefully this isn't a sign of how the rest of the day is going to go.
Have areas where you'll be able to remove your mask. There are several mask break zones available. It is really, really hot. So you're probably gonna need these and a really big bottle of water. There we go! Woo!
Every other car is empty. You do see people sitting together, but the cars between everybody is empty.
So here we have Katie's Kettle Good Food, where you can grab your hamburgers, turkey legs. You can see the hamburgers being cooked on the griddle right in front. Quite the long line. This is the first food location that we've stopped at. Not sure if we'll stop just yet, but we'll keep on documenting how the park is operating and what's opened and what is not. So here we have the Roaring Rapids, which does not appear to be open. We have Tatsu, Fly at the Speed of Fear, which is open. The line, at least from the bottom queue, does not look that bad. It can be a little deceiving because we are supposed to be social distancing. Yes! As you can see, the arcade games are closed. Not sure if they will be opening for the general public, but for the members and the annual pass holders, it is closed today.
Yeah, it's really weird to be here. You walk into big areas, where the West Coast Customs area is, and it looks almost completely empty. There's a line to get on the ride and a little line for food, but the rest of it looks completely empty, it only being 15% capacity. Now we understand that's going to change to 25%, I think, on Monday, so it'll be a little busier, but it's so weird to be here and see it like this.
Chris is really wanting his tacos today. Sorry, we're closed. Unfortunately, the candy kitchen is closed, but the retail space is open. So if you have an urge to get some onesie pajamas and or some rainbow tie-dye, this is the spot for you. One register, two register, three registers closed, only one is open, and this is the line to check out. Alright, so Coaster Candy is open. You might have to wait in a line here as well. However, it's a really hot day, so if you need to get a break from the heat, stop in here because the air conditioning is pumped up to high. Alright you guys, you ready to get on the Gold Rusher? This is one of my all-time favorites as a kid. I'm glad to see that it's open and running. So let's do this. good locations in front of Gold Brusher. The beer is flowing, the taps are open, the seating is available, but overall it doesn't seem to be all that bad. At least not today. We don't know the name of the place right now, so we'll catch that on the way out.
Yeah, it had the word deli in it though.
So we got the chicken strips and French fries, and as you can see, there's not much left. So Chris, can you tell me what you thought about the chicken strips?
Chicken strips are always fairly good. Fries are usually always good. They do need salt, and I have to go on sometime on a rant about this. Ever since COVID hit and all this limited things, you don't get salt shakers at tables. They don't give you these things anymore. It's starting to annoy me. However, these did need some salt, or they did need some kind of sauce, which they didn't have when we went to go get them. But I was starving, so they're delicious. That's what I would say. I'm starving, so they're delicious. And I'm gonna stop talking and keep eating.
How was the soda?
It's Diet Coke, for God's sake. That's like asking me, do I like blood in my veins?
Sadly, the bumper cars are closed. But the scrambler is open. Unfortunately, Tidal Wave is closed today. The ride, which is not operational today, is Crazanity. Boardwalk Brews is open. Yes, get your giant Bavarian pretzel and your Modelo Especial or your Space Dust IPA. All right, well, we got our front of the line pass for Twisted Colossus, and of course we get to the ride and the ride is down. It is nearing 6 o'clock. Not sure if we're gonna be able to use it. Talk about frustrated and disappointed. These front of the line passes, you cannot just go on to another ride and say, I want to use it for this ride instead. So we either have to wait and hope that the ride comes back up so we can use it, or possibly make our way back to guest services and try to change it out. But I think by the time we get back there and change out for another ride, it might be 6 and time for the park to close. So be prepared for these kind of things to happen over the next few weeks. It's just some of the things we have to go through. We are here in the park. It is really fun to be here and to hear the rides going, but little disappointments like that are bound to happen.
That was quick. We walked down over towards Scream, turned around, walked back, and we saw that Twisted Colossus is back up and running. So I don't know how long it was down, but it was only down for about 5 minutes after they told us. And now we're in line to see what this thing's all about, and hopefully live to tell the tale.
And hopefully it doesn't break down before we get there.
Yeah, that would be no bueno.
Looks like Bugs Bunny World rides are all open, so your kids will have a very enjoyable day.
All right, everybody, so we just finished up at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and I have to admit, as you saw in the video, it is so amazing to see everybody in the park, to hear people screaming, to hear the sounds of roller coasters. It's been a long time coming, you know.
It almost feels like normal.
It did. It did. Well, we've been to many events that took place at theme parks, whether they're food events, whether they were holiday events. You saw the rides and you saw other people, but it was always they were in a car or something. Now to see people out together and literally just hearing the roar of the roller coasters made such a huge difference. It was really, really made everything seem, like you said, normal.
Yeah.
Normal. It was really good.
So we really want to applaud Magic Mountain for being the first, April 1st, they were out there, doors open, giving people what they wanted. Now, were they exactly prepared?
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to really knock on what they've done because they were the first out there. They knew people really wanted to get in. They wanted to bring people back to work.
Yeah.
But I do think they needed a little more preparation. There were a few areas that I think they definitely could have improved upon, and I'm assuming they will over the next few weeks as they get back into the swing of things.
So we hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to our channel as it really helps our channel out. And until the next video, we will see you on the next episode of
The Walker Chronicles.